Hey guys, let's talk about unleashing your potential. We all have it within us, this raw, untapped power just waiting to be unleashed. It's about tapping into that inner beast, the one who's ready to conquer challenges and achieve greatness. Think about the guys we admire, the ones who seem to effortlessly dominate their fields. What sets them apart? It's not just luck or genetics, it's about mindset, about pushing past those self-imposed limitations and embracing the grind. This isn't some motivational mumbo-jumbo, it's about taking control of your life and becoming the best version of yourself. We're bombarded with distractions, negativity, and self-doubt. But you weren't put on this earth to be average, man. Are you with me? Deep down, you know you have what it takes. You've felt that flicker of potential, that surge of energy when you've pushed yourself beyond your comfort zone. It's in those moments that you catch a glimpse of what you're truly capable of achieving. We all have this inner hero, this archetype of strength and resilience waiting to emerge. He's battle-tested, ready to face down any challenge that comes his way. But he needs your permission to take the reins, to guide you through the storms and lead you to victory. Life throws punches, stress, responsibility, setbacks, and it can feel like we're constantly on the defensive. This is where the real battle begins, the fight against our own self-doubt and limiting beliefs. You're capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, but you need to believe it before anyone else will. It's about rediscovering the powerful, capable man you were always meant to be. So how do we break free from these self-imposed limitations and unleash our true potential? It starts with a shift in mindset, a decision to stop making excuses and start taking ownership. You need to shed those layers of self-doubt and embrace the power that comes with believing in yourself. This isn't some overnight transformation. It's a journey, a constant process of pushing your boundaries and evolving into the man you aspire to be. It's about embracing discomfort, because that's where growth happens. It's about facing your fears head-on and realizing that they hold no real power over you. It's about being relentless in the pursuit of your goals, even when the going gets tough. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. There's a whole tribe of men out there who are fighting the same battles, striving for greatness and supporting each other every step of the way. Let's be real, guys. Being a man in today's world can feel like you're in a pressure cooker. Society throws all these expectations at you. Be the provider, be tough, be successful, be emotionally resilient. The list goes on. It's like you're constantly trying to live up to this image of what a real man should be, and it can be exhausting. You're told to suck it up, don't complain, and just deal with it. But guess what? It's okay to feel the pressure. It's okay to admit that it gets to you sometimes. We're not robots, we're human beings with real emotions. We need to create spaces where we can be honest with each other, where we can let down our guard and talk about what's really going on. Because when we share our struggles, we realize that we're all fighting our own battles, and that understanding and empathy can be incredibly empowering. We live in a world of social media highlight reels where everyone seems to be crushing it in their careers, relationships, and personal lives. It's easy to get caught in the comparison trap, constantly measuring yourself against others and feeling like you're coming up short. You scroll through Instagram and see guys with six-pack abs, driving fancy cars and dating supermodels, and you start to question your own worth. But here's the thing. Social media is a curated reality. It's a highlight reel of the best moments, carefully edited and filtered to present an idealized version of reality. Comparing yourself to others is a recipe for misery. Instead of focusing on what others have, try focusing on your own path, your own journey. Remember, your journey is unique to you, and you're not in competition with anyone else. We're taught from a young age that men should be strong and stoic, that showing emotion is a sign of weakness. We learn to suppress our feelings, to put on a brave face even when we're hurting inside. And while there's definitely a time and a place for stoicism, it shouldn't come at the expense of our emotional well-being. When we bottle up our emotions, they don't just disappear. They fester and grow like a pressure cooker waiting to explode. This can manifest in unhealthy ways like anger, aggression, or self-destructive behavior. Strength isn't about suppressing your emotions, it's about having the courage to face them head-on. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open ourselves up to deeper connections with others. All right, guys, we've talked about the pressures and challenges we face as men, but now let's dive into how to overcome those obstacles and actually unleash our potential. The first thing to understand is that there's no magic pill, no shortcut to success. It's about embracing the grind, putting in the work day after day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. Think of it like building muscle. You don't get ripped by hitting the gym once a month. It takes consistent effort, discipline, and a willingness to push through the pain. The same goes for any area of life you want to improve, whether it's your career, your relationships, or your personal growth. It's about showing up every day, putting in the reps, and trusting the process. Yeah, it's going to be tough at times, but that's where mental toughness comes in. Section 2, goal setting, your roadmap to success. Now, embracing the grind doesn't mean just working hard for the sake of working hard. You need direction, a clear vision of what you're working towards. That's where goal setting comes in. Think of your goals as a roadmap to your success. Without a destination in mind, you're just driving around aimlessly, wasting time and energy. But when you have clear, specific goals, it's like having a GPS guiding you towards your desired outcome. Once you have a clear vision, break it down into smaller, more manageable goals. Section 3, discipline, the bridge between goals and achievement. Okay, you've got your goals set, you're fired up, ready to crush it. But here's the thing, motivation will only get you so far. To bridge the gap between setting goals and actually achieving them, you need discipline. Discipline is the key that unlocks your potential. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about staying focused on your goals, even when distractions arise, and it's about holding yourself accountable. Remember, discipline isn't about being hard on yourself. It's about having the self-respect to honor your commitments. Section 4, the power of mentorship. Now, guys, this journey of unleashing your potential isn't one you have to take alone. In fact, having the right people in your corner can make all the difference. That's where mentorship comes in. A mentor is someone who's been there, done that, and is willing to share their wisdom, experience, and guidance to help you succeed. They've navigated the challenges, learned from their mistakes, and come out stronger on the other side. Having a mentor is like having a shortcut to wisdom. They can help you avoid common pitfalls, provide valuable insights, and offer encouragement when you need it most. Remember, mentorship is a two-way street. Mind over matter. The power of mental fortitude. We talk a lot about physical strength, and don't get me wrong, that's important. But real power, the kind that lets you conquer any challenge, comes from within. It's about mental fortitude, that unbreakable spirit that keeps you going when the going gets tough. Think about it. We all face adversity, setbacks, disappointments. It's how we respond to those challenges that defines us. Do you crumble under pressure, or do you rise to the occasion? Mental fortitude is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. And just like physical training, it takes dedication and consistency. Fueling the machine nutrition and physical health. Let's be real, guys. You can't expect to perform at your best if you're running on junk food and energy drinks. Your body is a machine, and like any high-performance machine, it needs the right fuel to function optimally. Think of it this way. You wouldn't put low-grade gasoline in a Ferrari, would you? So why treat your body any differently? What you put into your system directly impacts your energy levels, your mood, your focus, even your sleep. Start by incorporating more whole, nutrient-dense foods into your diet. Fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and stay hydrated, man. Rest, recharge, repeat. The importance of recovery. In a world that glorifies the hustle, it's easy to fall into the trap of pushing yourself to the limit, day in and day out. But just like a machine needs downtime for maintenance, your body and mind need adequate rest and recovery to function optimally. Ignoring your body's signals for rest can lead to burnout, decrease performance, and even increase your risk of injury. Think of sleep as your secret weapon. It's when your body repairs and rebuilds itself, both physically and mentally. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. You know, guys, we often hear these stories about people overcoming incredible odds, achieving what seemed impossible. And it's easy to think, man, that's amazing, but those people are wired differently. They're built for that kind of resilience. But the truth is, we all have that strength within us. It's in our DNA to adapt, overcome, and evolve. Take David Goggins, for example. This dude is the epitome of mental toughness. He went from being overweight and depressed to becoming a Navy SEAL, ultra-marathon runner, and world record-holding athlete. Goggins didn't have some secret advantage. He faced his demons head-on, embraced suffering as a catalyst for growth, and pushed himself beyond what he thought was humanly possible. His story is a testament to the power of the human will. It reminds us that we're capable of so much more than we often give ourselves credit for. Look at guys like Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team, only to become arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. Or Elon Musk, bullied relentlessly as a kid, now revolutionizing the tech industry and aiming for Mars. These guys didn't let their setbacks define them. They used them as fuel, as motivation to prove the doubters wrong and achieve greatness on their own terms. Now, I get it. Life throws curveballs. You're going to face challenges, setbacks, moments where you want to throw in the towel and say, screw this, it's too hard. But that's where perseverance comes in, man. It's about having that unwavering belief in yourself, even when the odds are stacked against you. Think about Colonel Chris Hadfield, the Canadian astronaut who spent 166 days in space. This guy dreamed of going to space since he was a kid, but the path was anything but easy. He faced countless rejections, grueling training, and the ever-present risk inherent in space exploration. But he never gave up on his dream. He persevered, put in the work, and ultimately achieved what most people would consider impossible. Hadfield's story reminds us that the path to success is rarely linear. There will be detours, roadblocks, maybe even a few U-turns along the way. But it's the ability to navigate those obstacles, to dust ourselves off after a fall and keep moving forward that ultimately determines our success. It's about having that never-give-up attitude, that relentless pursuit of your goals, no matter what life throws your way. Remember, the greatest achievements often come after the biggest setbacks. It's the ability to persevere, to keep going when everyone else would quit, that separates the good from the great. Sometimes life hits you with a tragedy so profound it can feel impossible to imagine ever feeling joy or hope again. But even in those darkest moments, there's a flicker of human spirit that can ignite a fire within, a resilience that can carry you through to the other side. Take the story of Viktor Frankl, an Austrian neurologist and psychiatrist who survived the Holocaust. He endured unimaginable horrors in Nazi concentration camps, witnessing the worst of humanity, losing his family, his freedom, everything. Yet, in the midst of unimaginable suffering, Frankl discovered a profound truth, that even in the darkest of places, we always have the freedom to choose our attitude. He found meaning and purpose in helping others, even as he himself was enduring unspeakable hardship. Frankl emerged from that experience with an unbreakable spirit and a message of hope that continues to inspire millions today. His story teaches us that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. We can choose to succumb to despair, or we can choose to find meaning and purpose in our struggles. It's about tapping into that inner strength, that wellspring of resilience that exists within each of us. And it reminds us that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, the human spirit has the power to not just survive, but to triumph. Look, fellas, we've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about the challenges, the pressures, the setbacks, but also the incredible power that lies dormant within each and every one of you. It's time to tap into that power, to unleash your inner alpha, and become the best version of yourself. This isn't about aggression or dominating others. It's about owning your life, taking control of your destiny, and creating a reality that aligns with your values, your passions, and your aspirations. Remember that hero we talked about, the one waiting for his chance to shine? It's time to unleash him. Embrace the grind, push your limits, defy the odds. Surround yourself with a brotherhood of men who will support you, challenge you, and celebrate your victories. And never, ever underestimate the power of your own mind. Your thoughts, your beliefs, they shape your reality. So cultivate that unwavering self-belief, that inner knowing that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Because you are, man. You absolutely are. This is your call to action, gentlemen. The world needs more good men of character, men of purpose, men who are willing to step up and lead. So go out there and make your mark. Chase your dreams with everything you've got. Embrace the challenges, learn from your setbacks, and never ever give up on yourself. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. There's a whole tribe of us out there, brothers in arms, ready to support you every step of the way. So go out there, unleash your potential, and show the world what you're made of. I'm rooting for you.